I'm a refugee, a father, a small business owner, and a proud Australian. And I'm nothing to be scared of.
Fewer than 2 boat people have made it to Australia since the end of the Vietnam War, averaged out per day. Over the years, the one constant has been when there have been major events overseas giving rise to an outflow of refugees, Australia has seen spikes or waves of boat people coming to the country. The rise of Saddam Hussein, we got Middle Eastern people coming out here, and then with the troubles in Afghanistan, we've also seen waves from that country as well.
I arrived in Australia in 2001 as a refugee, and I did not follow the proper procedure. My trip was made when my father paid someone to get me somewhere to safety.
The truth of the matter is that most of the people that come by boats are found to be genuine refugees, and as a result, putting through mandatory detention or any other form of draconian laws is not going to stop them from coming, because the reality is that these people are fleeing desperate situations, and that's the only reason they choose such a risky journey.
I was in detention for 9 months myself, and the time I spent in detention, I saw people sewing their lips together, people trying to commit suicide because of long-term detention and uncertainty, because they didn't know what was going on with their application process and how long it's going to take.
Sadly, the Labor Party only went part of the way towards abolishing the range of measures that have been put in place under the coalition. Offshore processing was retained, and we opened the centre in Christmas Island. No attempt has been made to abolish either mandatory detention or indeed the use of remote detention sites.
A better way of dealing with unauthorised boat arrivals would be to establish a more effective resettlement program. Currently, Australia's offshore refugee program is very limited. We haven't included people such as the Tamils and Hazaras in that quota.
We spent, for example, nearly $1 billion really processing only 1,500 asylum seekers between 2000 and 2004, and we are doing the same again now. We're about to spend millions of dollars again setting up remote detention centres in outback Australia. If we go ahead and open camps in East Timor, that again will involve enormous expense. It will not deter anybody. It won't make the system safer or more efficient. In fact, it will just exacerbate the problems that we already have.
And I get this question a lot, that people ask me that why I did not come through by following proper procedure. Sometimes the things are not as easy as someone might understand that they are. In my case, there is no processing center in neighboring countries. There's no processing center in Afghanistan. So we had to, the choice was made for me by my parents that I had to flee.
There are 2 things that need to be done, and to be done fast. The first is to create a system for processing refugee claims that is fair and efficient, and that means bringing the asylum seekers close to where the decision makers are in the major metropolitan centres. The second thing, if the opposition is serious about doing something about boats arriving without authorisation, they have to stop politicising this issue